Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, it's going to be a quick one. Okay. Well, yep, it's been a while. Just normal chaos of life. But everybody's okay. I was sick for a couple of days. It was a little over a week ago. But everything's good now. I'm doing some things to work on my health, which isn't bad for an old fat guy, all right? But anyway, what I want to talk about today is some new laws, not federal. So far it looks like it's at state levels in Washington State, New York State, and probably others, but these are the ones that I talked about, or that I heard people talk about. And I think it's something important to talk about and think about. And the first video I saw talking about this has got to do with 3D printing, any kind of CNC type stuff, computer numerical. I can't think what the other C is now. But anyway, they're looking at, because everybody's scared of ghost guns, people 3D printing untraceable guns. Well, first of all, federally, it is absolutely legal for you to build your own gun and not have to report it to the federal government. Anyone can build a firearm. You just can't ever sell it, okay? And if you get caught with it, there's going to be all kinds of questions, all kinds of legal BS. And I don't know all of the state laws, but like I said, federally it is legal for you to build a gun. But they're looking at these 3D printers because of this whole ghost gun nonsense. And it is a lot of nonsense, because people hear the term ghost gun and they get crazy. And the second video I watched, and I forgot to try to remember the guy's name, but he had a little different take on it, and he's still, and I think he's right. Most laws are not truly about safety. I mean, I'm sorry, especially when it comes to firearms. But here's the real deal with this 3D printing. And if you go watch Loyal Moses, he breaks this down really well. Loyal, Loyal, Moses, Moses. And whether you're into 3D printing or guns or anything else, you need to go take a look at this. Because this Washington state law, again, the state of Washington, it includes computer numerically controlled equipment of any type. Your plasma cutters that are CNC, you can punch in some numbers and it will cut out a design for you. They will be impacted. CNC routers, for woodworking. And there's a lot of traffic on this road today. Because it says anything that adds to or takes away from something that can make a part for a firearm. I'm telling you, you need to take a look at this. Whether you're interested in guns or 3D printing, this is a privacy issue. Now, the second video I was just watching talked about what he thinks it's got more to do with is licensing. because right now if you got a 3D printer, you can make all kinds of models that are actually copyrighted, and they're starting to get a little sticky about that. Now, back in the 90s, I was into Harley Davidson motorcycles, and Harley Davidson did a lot of this about this kind of stuff too. They came down really hard on these little independent shops that were making t-shirts and hats that had anything to do with Harley Davidson on them. If it looked like their logo or any of their logos or any of their designs, they were taking people to court and suing them. And that's what this is about. It's, technically, legally, it is copyright infringement, or as this video I watched says, intellectual property. So check it out. Okay, gonna wrap this video up real quick. I got 4 minutes left now. And I can see, because what it's going to do with this is require all new 3D printers and probably all this other stuff at some point to have to connect with a database. Right now it's firearms and what some bureaucrat considers a firearm, but eventually, like the second guy, man, I wish I could remember the name of that channel. He had good information, but it's going to involve in copyright infringement, theft of intellectual property, that kind of stuff. And also, I could see the IRS getting involved. Are you making this stuff and selling it and not paying taxes on it? So, if you have a 3D printer or any kind of CNC type machine, or anything that you can program to build things, you might want to look into this, and you might want to start writing letters and sending emails and making phone calls. That stuff works, people. It really does. Now, it doesn't work fast all the time, but it does work. Also, kind of lost my train of thought here. Even if you're not interested in all that stuff, this is the stuff that they're doing to everyone, just like this cell phone. Somebody's probably already watched this video as I make it, or they have the capability of doing that anyway. I don't know why they'd want to be watching my phone, but anyway, I'm sure I am on some list somewhere. I have been a member of the National Rifle Association. I was the member of a motorcycle political rights organization. I have said some things in these videos. I have had one video taken down because I said something that has actually turned out to be correct. But anyway, like I said, Big Brother's watching, and he wants his cut. So with that, I'm going to get off here for now. For you people that prefer the homesteading, farming, animal content, sorry, this is part of it. This kind of stuff will affect you at some point. And it's already going on. As a Man Thinketh, Yanasa TV, the same group. Go check some of their stuff out. They have a lot of, they focus mostly on ag stuff and rights infringement from the government. So, I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know how much time I got left. I can't see it with my glasses on. And we'll catch y'all later. Remember, the Look out for each other, help each other when you can, and don't forget to pray.